Rights and responsibilities. Ontario Works provides financial and employment assistance to you while you are in financial need. Eligibility for assistance depends on a number of conditions, including your income, assets, and participation in improved employment assistance activities. Your rights. An interview. Anytime that you meet with your worker, you can bring someone with you. This person could be anyone you would like to have there. You have a right for a decision in writing. Your Ontario Works office will write or tell you any eligibility or financial decisions they make and have the reasons for making them. You have a right to have a chance to have decisions reviewed. If you disagree with the decision that we make, you may make a written request within 30 days to have this decision reviewed by your First Nation office. This internal review must be completed by the local office within 10 days. You will be told the result in writing. You cannot file an appeal with the Social Benefits Tribunal unless you have first asked for an internal review. If you disagree with the decision, you can make an appeal to the Social Benefits Tribunal within 30 days of the date of the internal review decision. Your assistance. Every month you are eligible, you will receive basic needs and shelter and a drug benefit card. It may be issued for employment assistance. You also may be eligible for other benefits. You may be also eligible for the following items. Full-time employment benefit. A benefit is provided up to $500 to help eligible persons who find full-time employment. For example, 30 hours per week with the cost of going to work. Other employment and employment assistance activities benefit. When you start a new job that is less than 30 hours per week or participate in an employment assistance activity, help is available for advanced childcare payments, transportation costs, work boots, work clothes and uniforms, and other necessary work or employment assistance related expenses. Participation expenses. In addition, you may receive help to cover expenses when participating in employment assistance activity, including transportation, clothing, grooming, special equipment, minor fees such as certification charges, and childcare costs. Dental and vision care. Basic dental care and vision care is provided for all dependent children. Necessary dental and vision care may also be available on a discretionary basis for adults. Special diets. If you require a special diet due to a medical condition, you may be able to get some help if this diet involves extra costs. Pregnancy nutritional or breastfeeding allowance. Women can receive a pregnancy nutritional allowance to cover their special dietary needs during their pregnancy and for 12 months after the delivery if they are breastfeeding the child. Other items. Help is available for diabetic supplies, surgical supplies, and dressings, approved medical transportation of $15 or more per month, and guide dog benefit. Discretionary items. You may receive money for other items such as moving expenses, low-cost energy and water conservation measures, assistive devices, wheelchairs and inhalers, vision and dental care for adults. Transitional child benefit. A transitional child benefit for families on social assistance who may not be receiving the Ontario Child Benefit or may be receiving less than their maximum Ontario Child Benefit. Some of your responsibilities are: you may be required to attend an employment information session. You may be required to take a literacy screening questionnaire if you have not completed grade 12 or its equivalent. If you provide proof of learning disorder, you are not required to take the literacy screening questionnaire. If you are applying to the Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP, through the Ontario Works and you have assets above the Ontario Works asset limit and you have not previously used the one-time asset exemption, then you are required to complete an agreement to reimburse. If you are determined to be ineligible for ODSP, you must repay some or all of the assistance that you have received. You will be required to meet with your worker at least every 3 months to review your participation in employment assistance activities, and every 12 months to review your financial information. Contact your caseworker immediately if you receive a message that your worker needs to speak with you, or if there are any changes in your circumstances, if you are planning to leave the province for any period of time, if you begin to receive income or your income changes. Respond promptly if you receive a request for information or a form to complete. All members of the benefit unit who are 18 years of age and older are required to participate in employment assistance activities, including looking for work or better paying work. Activities that may be approved include job skills training, community placement, learning, earning, and parenting program, job search support, basic education or literacy, independent job search, employment placement, addiction services. All members are required to immediately report any changes in their participation. Keep receipts and statements so your worker can verify your income, expenses, and assets. Keep receipts and statements such as pay stubs, childcare costs, insurance, bank account book statements, hydro, water, and heating costs, rent or mortgages, property taxes, or income tax assessments. You and your spouse have an obligation to make reasonable efforts to obtain compensation or realize a financial resource or income that the person in your benefit unit may be entitled to or eligible for. Examples of financial resources include the National Child Benefit Supplement and the Ontario Child Benefit. Obtain and report all available income that you or a member of your benefit unit is owed or receives, including any earnings, training allowances, or any other source of income. Each month you will receive an income reporting statement that is used to report all changes to your income. If you or any member of your family begin to receive income or your income changes, you must report this income to your worker, and the completed statement must be received in your worker's office by the due date. Your worker will review your income history regularly. Examples of sources of income include earnings, rooming and border income, pensions, childcare income, sponsor payments, self-employment income, money owed to you, WSIB, training allowances, inheritance or lotteries, sales of assets, employment insurance, interest or dividends, insurance accident claims, child support, compensation for victims of crime, farm income. Report all your assets. An asset is a property of any kind, including cash or anything that you own that can be converted into cash. Examples of assets include life insurance, investments, collection of valuables, property or real estate that you own, money in the bank, RRSP, GICs, stocks and bonds, and vehicles. Remember to tell your worker immediately if you or anyone in your benefit unit borrows money, buys a new asset, opens or closes bank accounts, or sell and transfers any assets. Report your living arrangements and any other changes. Tell your worker immediately if there are changes in your current living arrangements, such as your address or phone number changes, your rent or other home cost changes, your dependent leaves school, returns to school, starts work, leaves home or returns home, the number of people in your benefit unit changes, or you or a member of your benefit unit leaves Ontario for a period of greater than 7 days. You and your spouse are responsible to repay all overpayments you may have. If you leave social assistance, you and your spouse are still required to repay the overpayment. You and your spouse are responsible to repay any transitional child benefit amount that you have received in the event that you receive the retroactive Ontario Child Benefit and/or National Child Benefit Supplement that applies to the same month or months. You are responsible for the following rules of the Ontario Works program, including honest reporting of all changes in your income, assets, and living arrangements. The Criminal Code of Canada, subsection 380, states that everyone who by deceit, falsehood, or other fraudulent means defrauds the public of any property, money, or valuable security is guilty of an offense. The Family Benefits Act, Section 19, the Ontario Works Act, Section 79, Ontario Disability Support Program Act, Section 59, states that a person who knowingly obtains or receives a benefit or assistance that he or she is not entitled to obtain or receives under the Act and the regulations is guilty of an offense. If there is sufficient evidence to suspect that fraud or an offense under the social assistance legislation has been committed, the matter may be referred to for police for investigation. Your rights and responsibilities has been fully explained and you will receive a copy.